You have to hit a huge mid-game timing, and they're gonna go into the Magnus. So, is this a 1 or?
Was 1 Magnus?
Yeah, probably even argue like maybe 45, 55.
I don't know. I feel like it's pretty damn TA favored. Once you're able to get a few levels up into the lane, they get the first blood onto the bottom side. Honestly, LuN's positioning has been pretty on the bench in particular to get a nice skewer off his rim.
To hit the bottom tower though, they've set up for a dive. Hao. Okay for the moment. He's gonna run back into Mizu, feeling like he didn't have a different escape route. Just had to bear the brunt of the Spirit Breaker. Well, now LuN as well is gonna be the target. They don't glyph up the creep wave, so won't enable the further dive on LuN. So it's a lot easier now because of all the power runes. It's gonna get a this amount of damage on Young PH, but he's just playing so aggressive with his advantage right now. I mean, Jesus.
At least the rotation through from Skill A is going to be able to get rid of the catapult, keep the consistent pressure onto the tower. Got to be careful here with the envenomed weapon ticking out onto him.
Nicely played, AlaCrity just doing the long-range attack. You know, is looking to see if he had enough mana for the toss. Now Skill A's in trouble. One lead charge, but they have the chain control, and AlaCrity. This is a big issue they've got to deal with now. We were highlighting, but you still see already like 1 is plenty here. They're gonna go on Young. Jhocam's a little bit behind. Still gets an incredible Earth Spike nonetheless on 2 heroes. Is his distance enough? Swap in. Actually just gets the Hex preemptively on ZawRain. But he still will end up falling. So that's a rotation early from the Vengeful Spirit, who was looking honestly to have a very good lane
single target focused. Galacticos right now.
Slowing down the Ags timing. There are a bit of issues on Galaxy Racer with taking early objectives. It's not even cost, but I mean, it's a long cooldown. You don't have like a position 3 to help out, or, you know, Enchantress Chen in that regard. Maybe with just all the extra kills they get across the map, it'll get them in a stage where they can just eventually find the objective. But it still will take them a while until smoke. They're going to try and stand behind the TA, maybe dangle Young PH a little bit, but Dire, they're going for their own move, replicating a fight in the middle lane, but let's blink away Mizu. Still have the bulldoze, hasn't used it just yet, but Global Silence won't give him any opportunity as well. I don't want to commit too heavily on the clock quick on the higher ground, but the only issue is ZawRain can just swap back Poloson. At least he got the ultimate of the fight, so not the worst hero to lose, as AlaCrity just has a free fight now, as he can jump in and drop the combo. Cleaning off one of the supports, and also they'll zap down the Venge.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I think they're going to look to continue to try and chase down Young PH here, with even stealing away the bounty rune.
Can they get in range?
Fraction for 5 seconds.
Up in the air, Jhocam. Oh, nice body blocks from AlaCrity. They're still trying to converge on the area here from Yangon, so they'll just turn, get the easier kill in the Murano. AlaCrity?
Never mind.
You see, instantly, it's like, okay, Refraction, yeah, I'm just going to TP out. Now they're in trouble, though, with the backline. It's inYourdreaM. Consumer to get some distance away. The team's coming over as well. Maybe they drag back one into the RP. But it's only Poloson to be able to utilize the big ultimate. Another silencer as well. There's compromised his own positioning. It's how some way picks up a triple.
That's just feeding way too much money over to Hao there. I felt like the RP perhaps came a little bit late. You know, if he's able to get that off a bit sooner, you know, a little bit of burst damage that you might need to kill someone before the swap gets out, or, you know, you're able to get off the secondary use of the refraction.
LuN's the target. It's a great coax. He's going to trap in 2, but where's all the AoE damage to follow up afterwards? He's going to lay down the Global Silence. Somehow LuN will keep the light, but they've locked onto the Templar Assassin. The skewer further away from any assistance. ZawRain will attempt to put his body on the line, but it's still going to cost him his own life as well, as they'll turn their attention now to the Murano. Still got a couple more leap charges in the arsenal, but Mizu still looking to hunt. Simultaneously, they'll jump onto LuN as well, so it feels like with all the mobility that Galaxy Racer have, they can just hunt down multiple heroes, and now finally they can transition this in to the costly tier 1 tower.
Global was used, but RP wasn't, so he's going to need to be mindful of that.
Well, they can take Roche very far. Oh, instant scan. This could not be good. They've got BKB, RP. The choke point fight from Galaxy Racer is going to be a mess for Yangon to deal with. But Lions, that's a very early jump. Maybe if they feed one by one, this will give Yangon an opportunity. Got back in AlaCrity. Got some heroes in the backline now. inYourdreaM locks on once again. They blow up the Templar Assassin, just overwhelming with the numbers advantage that can almost surround him with ease. Now Yangon, maybe they're gonna tip that.
That way the Terror going to help them a little bit, obviously gives them the vision that they need, but I don't think you're in a spot to try and take this Roshan at 2v5 situation. Quick though, just coming back up to immediately use the rocket flare to try and scout things out, but I think he's just going to be a little bit too late. Maybe snipe the Roshan. Oh, he does!
Right.
In the context
of a team fight, that's not super important. Swap. See you later, silencer.
So sticking nearby. Skill is scouting them out at the moment. Use the Earn on Mag instead. But AlaCrity can still blink on forward. They need a little space from inYourdreaM. Maybe the Global Silence will give him that opportunity to put inYourdreaM. They set up with the RP onto 2. They're going to target down the Templar Assassin. Now he can turn to deal with the clockwork. He's still got the backup of Mizu as well to charge in forward. Even though Yangon found a couple of kills at the start of the fight, it looks like they end with losing multiple. ZawRain still has Hao that's thinking of getting involved here. Jhocam, see if he can get some distance away. So has to go up against the Aghanim's illusion. The instant hex will not give him the space. So ZawRain ends up falling here with Avenged. Luckily enough, House.
Who does Yangon have to kill, or who does Galaxy
Racer?
It feels like they've been pretty damn effective at winning their team fights whenever a TA's been called out, and I feel like that's pretty heavily on Jhocam. The main priority for her is trying to burst through the silencer. Depth is not going to be useful for much of anything. Same thing with a couple of 4-stars that they've already got on their team. Hell, even just the bulldoze, right? Being able to remove that.
Yep, anything you can to mitigate a lot of the tankiness from the Spirit Breaker, you will. But looks like we finally might see a fight break out down bot. Are they just going to instantly overwhelm the TA? To see if they go. A reposition comes into the frame, maybe trying to push him further away from the Avenger. Now with the Global Silence laid down on the first life. Laid through. Now they're doing the backline as well. As LuN's the next target. They don't have the damage to clean off the clockwork. Now Young PH can just BKB and flick up the high ground. They're still going to try and man fight. inYourdreaM's in trouble. It's a 2-man RP. There's not a lot of damage for the fall, but at the moment they're going to charge in forward, secure back underneath the T2 tower. inYourdreaM's looking to stand his ground and man fight, but they don't have the damage for the Templar until the last second. As AlaCrity are blinking to look to clean up. So got to be cautious though, as Hao is incredibly difficult hero to be able to go through with all his damage at the moment. And Radiant still have 3 heroes as well with Avenge Illusion. The detection of the bigger issues though, they can lock into Mizu. A buyback from ZawRain wants the extra life if need be. Swap up in a couple seconds. AlaCrity just gets himself to safety.
Knockout that TA would have had, doesn't have buyback because she bought out the nullifier and honestly didn't get that big of an impact out of it as Mizu had another charge through trying to pick off the clockwork.
ZawRain. Hell of a swap away. AlaCrity should still be able to clean up the backline. Mizu though, he's just recognizes the inevitable. He's got a buyback, but Yangon Galacticos playing these team fights to an incredible level. They're just unable to get the yours though. Let's see if they can push down the lane. A lot of time has been spent.
Hey, AlaCrity might have been going for another kill there. Available. That's the great thing about the break. You know, instantly able to fight. Next Midas available. Probably.
How much damage is he doing? They've got 5 heroes. They might just overwhelm Yangon once again. And Venge bought back previously. Who do they want to target? They'll both jump to Venge and the Clinks at the same time, recognizing that the Spirit Breaker can just avoid the damage from Hao at the moment. It's going to turn this down his ground with the BKB. Without the heroes to protect him, Hao's in trouble. A shockwave to prevent the retreat. And once again, they'll flood over the squishy heroes.
Way that Mizu's doing, taking every single one of these teams. If they committed onto that, they probably could have killed her, to be honest. The team was a little bit further away, but It's the Lotus now. Shut for Venge.
It's huge. They're gonna look for a smoke instantly, but Dire on their high ground. Found YourDreaM. That's a pretty key target if they can kill him off. A lot of the control from Galaxy Racer. They have the charge on Hao. See if this vision can come into play, or if they're gonna overstep the mark here. So they've been able to reset their positioning back. ZawRain's gonna get caught out. Simultaneously, AlaCrity will prevent the Venge save. They're gonna try and lock onto the Templar Assassin. They won't be able to do so. No, AlaCrity, he's the one that's actually split from the team. But Mizu's gonna give him a little bit of extra protection. As inYourdreaM jumps in. And RP onto both the cores. They'll look to blow up Hao with AlaCrity standing hand in hand. Hao needs to just stand his ground and man fight. Satanic Pop is doing an incredible job to be able to bring down the Magnus. Who's gonna buy back if he wants to rejoin the fight. But it looks like Galaxy Racer were committing to losing it.
Mizu, he lost his... He lost his bulldoze. Well, having the speed from the Silver Edge, though, to be able to get away. He's just made out the mag buyback, because even if he did, he wouldn't have had RP. It was a great RP in the previous team fight, but if you're able to get that extra life out of it, that would have just been the additional bonus. But still...
Yeah, it looks like Radiant have had enough as well with the Spirit Breaker and all the vision. They're just looking to suffocate Galaxy Racer inside the base with this early gem pickup. Oh, early, I should say. No, more like a later gem pickup. The Venge. And
buyback status looking like just Magnus. There we go.
Skewer back for the instant swap. The Mag, he doesn't want to pop the BKB early, but the Scotty might force him to. Another toss away. Another toss away. AlaCrity. Nice reposition.
Gotta kill him though.
Well, Gem's going to be dropped on the deck. Meanwhile, the backline, Mizu will clean up another hero on the clockwork. Do they go in now? It's a 4v3. You can buy back up Mizu. They haven't gotten the set of barracks just yet, and they will. Does he get the charge off before? Okay, they're hunting Young PH. Mizu instantly closing the gap with the chain control perfect. In fact, the arrow is even better. Mizu, he just pulled back. Oh, TA turns it back around, and now they'll try and aim the Tiny. AlaCrity will attempt to stand his ground. We've got some protection here with the invisibility, but inYourdreaM now they'll lack onto him once again. The toss is coming into the fray, but the arrow's on point. Skill lays such an incredible team fight from the Mirana, but AlaCrity, look at the commitment. They know this team fight, this defense might just give them an angle to come back into the game. It's multiple tosses inside the base. TA, no BKB, so no escape. A skewer further inside the fountain. They're still looking for more. GXR will zap down another. Luckily enough for Hao. Again, it's just the teetering from back and forth of lanes, and Spirit Breaker doing whatever he can to play the side as well. They do see TA farming pretty aggressively by the outpost. They might catch ZawRain at the moment. RP onto the instant burst as well, but AlaCrity's AoE, and they'll lay it down the global silence to make sure there's no rebuttal, as Yangon just have to get out of dodge.
Like it'd be a big mistake if they left the base.
I think
probably only Mizu can afford to, right?
To leave the base? Yeah, probably. They might jump them before they get set up. We'll see how ZawRain's 25 comes into play. Once again, skewer back. They need the toss. AlaCrity needs to find it. This time they lay down even global silence used as well. Poloson, of course, he's got the refresh up. Mizu, what a charge in the backline. Still, they haven't cleaned up the Templar Assassin. Another round of the global silence, but Mizu's in trouble. Forced off to reposition himself, so we're not committed on the initial start. So swap away.
It was Lotus.
Bench. This costs his life here. Young PH jump in, instantly cleans up the line, but it's going to cost him his positioning. There's another toss back. There he goes. Wait, where'd he go? He went to the sky, but he's still down. Hexed up. Can they kill him the first time they can? They don't even need the zap. And now look at the rest of Radiant. They're too far split up to protect Young PH. He'll get the BKB off, reset his positioning. Simultaneously, Yangon, they're dealing with the objectives at the moment. So Galaxy Racer have to be cautious. They don't want to recommit, but RP onto multiple. The drag back from inYourdreaM. Another toss in the fountain. This time it's a Clinks making a party. It's 4 down on Yangon Galacticos. The sole survivor is Young PH. Somehow he'll make it away, but
level 17. I don't know how it happens, but he always seems to have this ability to scale amazing. Okay, here, I like it. Look, he's the one that's leading the charge for the creep wave. Conga line coming in behind him with the siege creeps as well. So making sure that that TA trap isn't going to be able to kick in the backdoor protection.
Refused early, double catapult for Galaxy Racer. Get the full set mid. No T2 towers, so they're going to stick around. It's a bit indecisive, and with Misery, he's going to have to instantly turn back. Radiant still respawning in a couple seconds. Who they're going to look to find? Skewer just catching the clockwork. They're going to lay down the global stance to make sure they get the kill.
6 minutes, man.
Global on cooldown. So, this is an incredible ward. They're going to see ZawRain and Skill late, but more importantly, it's the Clinkz caught outside the base. He's incredibly tanky. Is he enough, though, to allow the rest of the reinforcements to swap on the outskirts? But still, got gap close and overwhelm Hao, and now the rest of the utility is vulnerable as AlaCrity. The chain toss up to Mirana. They've got the Abyssal, the locked revenge in the lane. And it looks like Galaxy Racer looking for more blood as well.
He's trying to force out buybacks here. He knows he's going to live.
Movement speed on top of everything.
His bash is going to do so much damage.
Nearly 1,600 movement speed.
What the hell?
Imagine. Can you imagine if he just like goes through a support and they just die, like not even hitting them?
How much damage do you think the charge will do? Fraction's not going to find out. Global Silence use Inslings. Nice swap away to at least give some space, but again, inYourdreaM dropping the RP onto multiple heroes. Another round of the Global Silence as well. They've cleaned off ZawRain, and meanwhile in the river, Yangon just can't deal with the heavy team fight ultimates that Galaxy Racer have. Without the buybacks, they're still looking to stick around. As Young PH and Clinkz having a free fight at the moment with the BKB. Young PH so looking to target them down, even going to use the psionic projection to gap close in the backline, but now they compromise their positioning. Yangon have to get out of dodge, but they won't have an opportunity as Mizu.
That psionic projection you did the greater bash off during that spell unit.
Do you know that Thor Clinkz is caught out the base? He needs some assistance. I don't know if he's going to get it fast enough, though. Multiple ultimates drop just to secure the kill, and Clinkz is down for 120 seconds, and the hopes with Yangon may be lost with that.
That sound. Oh, Ex Machina. It's so long. I just heard a sound.
Of course, you can't really. I mean, we're 68 minutes in. We can get a bit crazy. It seemed stupid when people were like, hang on, what's this item do? Let's test it instantly. And your Galaxy Rays have a lot of damage. Reflecting all of that, especially Rapier, that's a Monka W.
I'm not sure if it's going to be like have the same properties as Blade Mail or if its own unique thing.
They might swap into Arrow. Let's see if they can get the Rapier. They're doing a lot of damage, but great target from Mizu. Straight on the TA, giving AlaCrity ample time to pop the cheese, and now they can turn. Have Yangon, they compromise their positioning. It was a big attempt to try and get the Tiny. They've at least got the Wind Waker to protect the TA. Global laid down as well, still needs some assistance. The BKB, can he get it off? The consistently not giving an opportunity. Another swap defensively. He's actually back to safety, but that's a dive back for the Avenge. And now, I mean, Clinkz is up in 25, ready for quick clears. I felt like there was a one opportunity maybe to get the Rapier.
Clear's here.
Just like, might be tempted in.
Young PH. Okay, assassinates the Lion. Gonna go for Poloson as well. The first time we've seen it, the other kill off the support. You have to hope he has a buyback here on the Templar Assassin. He's in trouble. The BKB, it's about to expire. Mizu back into the fray as well. The charge instantly locking in any escape for the Templar Assassin, but it's giving them time. A valuable asset that Radiant are requiring as the Clinkz is back alive, but they've got to do it 4v5. Okay.
They're looking to back off because of it.
We've got a Rapier.
Careful about killing those Necrobook units. Killed himself there.
Okay, so we did see Radiant successfully kill the supports last fight. Let's see if they can get the Light and Silencer to prevent, you know, the global and the chain lockdown. They're just making space. They want the Megas and they'll get it. Two might be the first round in quite some time. Can they get any more out of it? He's got a buyback here to instantly rejoin, but their base is in shambles, so Galaxy Racer have to make a decision. They have to make it fast as well. There's the buyback. They're going to jump out, but instantly with the BKB. They need some way to protect the Clinkz. Venge is still down for 20. Still in trouble. Force that back inside the base. AlaCrity as well. He's got the rapier they need to protect, or do they? AlaCrity doesn't give a damn in the world. They're straight on top of the clings. They'll drop the global sounds and charge deeper and deeper. Their territory is now ours, as it feels like finally, with only 2 heroes. My calculations feel like this is not enough for Jhocam to end it all. A beautiful setup followed up by the RP escapement on this game, as Galaxy Racer will take the series 2-0, a 72-minute thriller.